Chapter 17, Lost in a Book. At the edge of the frozen pond, a fire crackled in a big iron brazier. Next to it stood 2 chairs fitted with cushions and draped with thick woolen throws. The pond had been shoveled free of snow. 3 familiar figures were busy setting a small, collapsible table with a steaming pot of hot chocolate. Cups and saucers, and a platter of baguettes. A basket rested on the ground near the table. Belle called to them, "Lumiere, Cogsworth, Chapio." Chapio waved. Lumiere smiled. Cogsworth complained, The cold is wreaking havoc on my gears," he moaned. "Everything has seized up. I'm 5 minutes slow already." "What are you doing out here?" Belle asked. "Come and see," Lumiere said, pointing at the basket on the ground. Belle ran over to it and peered inside. It contained 2 pairs of ice skates. "You told me you liked to ice skate," the beast said, coming up behind her. "I do. Oh, thank you," Belle said. She was so touched by his unexpected thoughtfulness that she threw her arms around him, slowly, uncertainly, as if he were afraid he might break her. The beast put his arms around Belle and hugged her back. Belle released him, grabbed the smaller pair of skates, and sat down in a chair. The skates were made of wood, with leather straps, and fitted with sharp steel blades that curved up at the toes. Belle fastened them over her boots and stood up. "The ice is as smooth as glass," the ice is as smooth as glass," said Lumiere. "It's a perfect surface for skating." "That reminds me," said Cogsworth, stoking the fire. "Did I ever tell you about the time General Montgomery and I brought our cavalry across the frozen St. Lawrence at the Battle of Quebec?" Belle, smiling, rolled her eyes at Cogsworth's stories and took that opportunity to whoosh across the pond. Oh, hold on just a sec. Just a second. beast slowly minced his way onto the ice. Once clear of the verge, he stopped, or tried to. His feet swept him swiftly forward and upward, and his body slammed down right onto his backside. He got up, then fell again, and then again. "Perhaps you should let me help you," Belle called from across the pond, where she was cutting a graceful arc on the ice. "Master, perhaps we should tie a pillow to your backside," Cogsworth shouted fretfully from the shore. The beast turned and glared at him. Belle quickly arrived and took the beast's paws in her mittened hands. Let's see. Skating slowly backward, she coaxed him forward. Her touch calmed him, she could tell, and his desire to move toward her propelled him. Eventually, he was sliding alongside Belle and holding her hand well past the time he needed to. Around and around they skated, talking and laughing. Belle's cheeks pink, her eyes sparkling. The beast forgot his apprehension toward the ice. His steps became smooth and confident. He glided farther with each one. Winded, they stopped to enjoy the hot chocolate. The hot chocolate and the baguettes. Then they skated some more. Minutes became hours, and the hours soon brought dusk. "It's not wise to stay out much longer," the beast said, as the setting sun poked its last bits of gold light through the trees. "We need to be back in the castle, safe and sound before dark." Reluctantly, Belle and the beast headed home, accompanied by the servants. "I never did finish my story," Cogsworth announced on the way. "About Montgomery and Quebec. Shall I tell it now?" The beast shot Belle a dire glance. Belle bit her lip. Chap.17 grimaced. "Go ahead," said Lumiere absently. "It will make the time drag by." Cogsworth gave him a look. "I believe you mean speed by." "Do I? I do," Lumiere hastily amended. When they finally arrived back at the castle, Mrs. Potts was at the door to greet them. She ushered them inside, where the overeager Chap.17 took Belle's cloak before she was entirely out of it. She spun around to free her arm and crashed into the beast, who reached out to catch her. They both laughed, and they looked into each other's eyes. "Thank you," she said, "for a truly wonderful day." "Come, child," Mrs. Potts interrupted, bustling Belle off toward the stairs. "You've been out in the cold air for hours. You need a hot bath to chase the chill from your bones." As they headed up to Belle's room, talking a minute about the day, Belle cast a glance back over her shoulder. But she was too far up the stairs to see the beast, still standing in the foyer, as still as a statue, a wistful smile spreading across his face. And that is the end of chapter 17, Lost in a Book. So stay tuned for more, and put any likes or feel free to subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. This is Charlotte, like Charlotte's Web, and stay tuned for chapter 18, Lost in a Book. Bye!